wanted to clean our buck stove, our chimney, because when we opened the door, smoke would roll into the room. And we've cleaned the chimney before, and we just cleaned it a couple months ago, but we had this problem crop up, so we cleaned it again, and it was really full of creosote. And what this is, I think I got this at Harbor Freight maybe, but this is a trailer hitch. So I just went up on the roof and I dropped this down the chimney, and then my son pulled it through the stovepipe, and I held this in case it got stuck. I could pull it back out. So do that a couple times to clean the chimney out. Okay? The buck stove has a fan motor in it, and over time the fan blades get covered in dust and stuff, and it really reduces the amount of airflow coming out. So every few years I go in here and take this screen off and pull that electric motor out. Of course, you want to disconnect the power supply to it, and you pull the motor out, and you can clean the blades. You can also put some oil or some kind of WD-40 or something on the shaft of that motor to kind of free it up, keep it from getting dry, keep it lasting a long time. Now, you need a 5/16 inch socket in this extension, because you have to reach in here, and the screws are back there, see? So you have to reach in here and take out these two screws right here, and the motor will come out. I took off this cover here. Just had two 5/16 inch screws that held that on there. Then you'll be looking at this screen, which protects the motor from getting too much debris back there. That's held on with right here about two more 5/16 inch screws. And then I took these two off just to get the motor so I can pull it out. And so once you get that out, the motor will just slide out. And here's the motor. And you can see it's a squirrel cage, but it's got a lot of dust on it, so I'm going to clean it up, put some oil on it, and clean it out and put it back in. Motor for the buck stove. This is some compressed air, so I'm going to take this and just clean this up. Looking at is where the motor goes, and that hole back there, that is where the fan goes. You look right here. This is the motor, and the air comes out here. So you want to put this fitting into that hole back there. And this insulation had come off. And so what I did, I just put some epoxy on there and stuck it back on there. Little pipes here, and their only trick is that you got these holes here, and on one end you've got a hole, but on the other end there is no hole. So the cotter pin is going to go through here and go through this hole. Okay, so this is going to slide in this hole here, and it goes in about that far, about a 1/2 inch. Then the other side is going to go in the other side, and there's a metal tab on the front of the hole with a hole in it, which is where the cotter pin goes. Pipe in, that's the hardest one to get, so I'm going to slide it in the back there, and the other side is going to go over there. So now I got to get the cotter pin in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just reach in there, kind of put my shoulders in here, and stick the cotter pin through that metal tab and through both holes in the pipe. So it's kind of hard to do, but I'm going to go in there and do it. And these cotter pins, when I stick them in, I don't get them here. You just turn them and they'll go through. But I don't try to bend them out on this side. I just leave them straight. Because it holds just fine if they just go straight through. You don't need to curl the ends of the cotter pin around like you would other cotter pins. That way, the next time you do it, you just pull the pins out and remove the bars. Makes it much easier for the next cleaning.